What's up guys, it's Bucky and welcome to another Backgammon tutorial. In this tutorial we're going to continue talking about backgammon strategy and specifically hitting versus making a new point. Now you know that it's always good to hit them when they have one checker on a point, or to make a new point, which means taking two or more checkers and owning a new point. Both of these are good tactics, but you often come across case scenarios where you can either have the option of A, hitting one of their checkers, or B, making a new point on the board. So in this tutorial we're going to weigh the advantages and disadvantages of both. Now the common rule is it's usually better to hit them than to make a new point. And this doesn't only apply to backgammon but everyday life. Usually you want to hit someone as often as you can. So I'm not only teaching you backgammon lessons but also life lessons as well. Whenever you get the opportunity to hit someone, do it. That's all I'm saying. So anyways, let's go ahead and take a look at a backgammon example. So we now rolled a 3-1, you as brown. So here are your two options. You can go ahead and play 1, 2, 3, 1, and this gives you a new point, and you now own the 5 point, making it harder for them to escape. This is a good move, but it isn't your best option. You can also play your 3-1 this way. You can also move one checker, 1, 2, 3, 4, hit them, and send them up on the bar. So when you have the option between making a new point and hitting them, what do you choose and why? Well, the correct answer, like I said before, is you should hit them in this case scenario and in most case scenarios. And you should do that for three main reasons. The first reason is, look how close white was to bearing off. They were already in their home board, so they're ready to bear off, and that checker is ready to go for the end game, start bearing off, and potentially win the game. But now whenever you hit them, it sends them way back to the beginning, and now this checker, instead of being able to bear off with a 5, now has to travel the total distance around the board in order to bear off. So that's why hitting them is good in that sense. Another way is, you know how I said making a new point is a good idea, like you can do right there? Well, check this out. Whenever you hit them, you don't just knock them on the bar, but you also are making a new point, or at least starting to right here. This is half a point basically, and all you need to make a new point on this 20 is to roll a 4 on your next turn. On your next turn, as soon as you roll a 4, not only do you got your new point right here, but they're also still on the bar. So that's pretty much like making half a point already. So you can either make a point with this or hit them and make half a point. Just look at it that way. And the last thing I want to point out is, if you don't hit them and you make a new point right here, what happened? You gave white the opportunity to make a new point on their next turn. So if they rolled a 1, that 5, the 5 point, now belongs to them, or your 20 point. So instead of you taking that point, they now have the point, and that gives the potential for your checkers to be trapped back here. So you never want to give them the opportunity to trap your checkers behind, and you always want to make points. So not only when you get attacked and you need to re-enter, that it gives you an opportunity to re-enter more successfully, but also your checkers, you don't ever want them to be trapped here. For example, if they made a perfect prime or any prime. So anyways, those are three reasons why you should hit them rather than making a new point. A, it sends their white checker all the way back, so they have to travel the total distance of the board. B, you start a new point, which on your next turn, it only takes 1/4 to make your new point anyways. And C, the last thing, you never want your checkers to get trapped back here. So whenever you get an opportunity to make a point in their home board, you want to do that. So anyways, that's all I have for you guys for this tutorial. Remember, it's always better to hit someone than to not. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.